My name's Melissa Clark-Reynolds. I'm an entrepreneur and professional director. I live in Wellington, New Zealand. I did the business school in 1992, which seems like a very long time ago, and I was 28 years old. I was a single mother, I was a triathlete, and I was self-employed. And the main reason I was self-employed was that I couldn't afford not to work, but I couldn't afford childcare. And so I worked from home with my son. And I did the business school, and out of the business school, I wrote a business plan, and I put that business plan on my wall. And my big plan was that by the time I was 35, I would be a millionaire. I also was going to build a global business that had impact in the areas of health, safety, and environment. So you can imagine, I went home and I told all my friends that this is what I was going to do, and they looked at me like I was a little odd and highly unlikely because I'd never been an entrepreneur. I didn't know very much about entrepreneurship, but I had the manual from my business school, and I had this enthusiasm and certainty from having been through the program. So I registered the company, I started it, and 7 years later, I took the company to 190 million in revenue, and I sold the company. So I tell you that because I just followed the map. You know, I had a plan I'd written at business school. I had the skills and experience that I had got at business school, and I had a community of friends around me who were on the same journey. And so if you're thinking about going to business school, there's a couple of things I'd like you to have a think about before you apply. So one of them is that, do you really have an area of your life that you want to make a difference? So what I mean by that is, like, do you want to transform your financial situation? Do you want to transform your family situation? Do you want to transform the planet? Because if you're up to something like that, you're not going to be able to do it on your own, and you're not going to be able to do it with the skills that you have today. And so for me, I wanted to do all those things. I was a single mom. I'd been raised by a mom on welfare. I knew that I didn't want that future for my son, but I didn't actually know what the future looked like. And so for me, business school gave me an opportunity to see that it was possible for me to transform my life. Now, that son of mine, who was that little tiny child, he's now a beautiful grown-up man with children of his own, so I have grandchildren. He's a wonderful father and a fantastic husband. Now, those things were not things that we typically said in my family about the men in my family. And so the impact of going to business school is not just financial. It transformed my family, and it transformed our financial situation. So apply. This is not for everyone. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is not for people who are wondering about whether, you know, they're worthy of doing things. This is for people who are out to make a difference. Want to make a difference to other people, out to make a difference to the planet, and out to transform the world of business. This is a program for you. So apply now. And if you have any questions, feel free to come back to me. You can find me, my Twitter handle is @honeybeegeek, or you can find me on LinkedIn. I believe I'm the only Melissa Clark-Reynolds on LinkedIn. And otherwise, get your application in now to globalacceleratedbusinessschools.com. And I hope to see you there in Thailand later in the year.